A handful of people are born in the world who readily undertake challenges for the sake of social service. AC Sherpa, or AC Sherpa, is one such person who has risked his life a number of times for his society and country. AC Sherpa has set records by successfully scaling the highest mountains in all the 7 continents of the world in the shortest time. He has proven his bravery by undertaking such physically and economically challenging tasks many times. AC advanced his movement through the Himalayan Sherpa Trek and Expedition LLC and Himalayan Women and Children's Foundation USA. Devoted to social work, AC's principal goal is to enable the Himalayan Women and Children's Foundation so that he can support rural people deprived of health and education facilities. He began his mountain expedition at Mount McKinley, or Denali of America, on June 13, 2009. He achieved his goal while carrying equipment and food for 22 days himself. With a height of 6,196 meters, Mount McKinley is the highest mountain in North America. He continued his journey by climbing Mount Kilimanjaro from Marangu route and reached its summit after 16 hours and 37 minutes. AC set a new record of climbing this mountain in shortest time ever. He succeeded in climbing it just in 16 hours and 37 minutes. AC carried on his mountain expedition by climbing Mount Elbrus, the highest peak of Europe, with ease. He climbed the 5,642-meter high peak in just 8 hours and 14 minutes. He reached the summit of this mountain on July 19, 2009. AC went on achieving one success after another. He scaled the 2,228-meter high Kosciuszko Mountain of Australia on November 13, 2009 in just 2 hours and 32 minutes. Encouragement and motivation from friends and relatives inspired him to climb new peaks and summits. Meanwhile, his happiness crossed boundaries when he scaled Mount Aconcagua of South America successfully on January 9, 2010. AC conquered this 6,972-meter high mountain in 9 days. Now AC prepares to climb Mount Vinson Massif of Antarctica. Climbing Mount Vinson is considerably very risky. However, AC even achieved that success. He successfully climbed the 4,897-meter high mountain on January 24, 2010. The only challenge left for him now was Mount Everest. AC needed months of preparation to scale the highest peak in the world. Eventually, at 9:40 a.m. in the morning on May 23, 2010, he overcame this challenge as well. AC's dream materialized when he succeeded in putting his steps on the summit of Mount Everest. He was overwhelmed with emotions at the summit. During his Mount Everest expedition, AC lost his eyesight for 3 days. He was advised to return to Kathmandu by the medical team at the base camp. But no hurdle stopped this mountaineer who had staked his life to scale the highest peaks of the world. He made the critical decision to pursue his climb with the understanding that he might lose his eyesight permanently.
His courageous work climbing the highest peak of the 7 continent is not only the pride of Nepal, is also the pride of all the youth of the world. On this occasion, I would like to congratulate AC Sherpa. I feel really honored that I can give him the certificate of summit. Government of Nepal has honored AC Sherpa as the Goodwill Ambassador of Nepal Tourism Year 2011.
Despite innumerable challenges, he came up triumphant in scaling all the highest mountains in all 7 continents in the shortest mountaineering time. Mr. Sherpa's achievement, attained within 42 days of mountaineering under Himalayan Sherpa Trek and Expedition LLC, has inspired all the youths at home and abroad alike. It is a new record for Himalayan Sherpa Trek Expedition itself and has been a historic opportunity for the hard-working AC Sherpa. His achievement has added extra responsibility of social work for him. The country with the highest summit of the world, Nepal, has recognized Mr. Sherpa's historic success and honored him with the national award. Along with this, the government of Nepal has made him Goodwill Ambassador for Nepal Tourism Year 2011. After the grand success of 7 summits, Mr. Sherpa has founded the 7 Summit Foundation USA as well. This newly established foundation has the goal to improve health, education and environment globally. It's not only the pride of people who live in the land of the Lord Buddha, Mount Everest, brave Gurkhas, British Army and famous unsung hero Sherpa climbers, but also the people in the world. He says, "This honor by the nation has motivated me to be more committed to social work."
A lot of the Sherpas has a lack of education, and even their greatest climber and unsung hero of the mountain, still they cannot go to the internationally and do a presentation on the stage and read or write about themselves. And therefore, I think since I got my education in the United States, and I thought I can make a difference to those people.
Born in Tapting, Solanasa in Solukhumbu district of Nepal and living in the United States of America, Angchili says the first summiter of Mount Everest, Sir Edmund Hillary, is his first source of inspiration. He feels that Hillary's spirit of social work has inspired every step of his mountaineering and says he seeks to assimilate this spirit throughout his life. He is equally inspired by his wife's motivation in social work.
People like Sir Edmund Hillary, Tenzing Norgay, who made the one climb, and served the Nepal almost more than 16 schools, 4 hospitals, 2 airport ground like this. They make me inspired.
His future plan is to help people of his birthplace with basic facilities like health, education, and sanitation, among others. He has already provided health services to over 3,000 locals through the Himalayan Women and Children's Foundation. Also through the Himalayan Women and Children's Foundation, he financially supported the hydroelectricity project in Tapti. Today, this project provides electricity to 110 homes. Recently, on August 26, 2010, he donated some laptop sets to some schools in Solukhumbu. AC also wants to remain active in environmental conservation and raising public awareness to mitigate the effects caused by climate change. He says the foundation will remain active in supporting global health, education, and environmental conservation.
At 29,000 feet, standing on top of the world's highest mountain, AC Sherpa proudly displays the American flag. Tonight, Sherpa is back home after summiting the tallest mountains on 7 continents in a record 42 climbing days. Everest took him the longest, 16 days, after he got sick.
My oxygen mask was kind of bigger, and then the goggle was pushed out, and then it reflects to the snow, and I got, when I sleep and wake up, and I couldn't see nobody in the tent, and I was kind of totally blind out in 3 days.
He conquered Denali in Alaska.
That is the summit.
Then there was Kilimanjaro and Mount Elbrus in Europe. Sherpa summited 6 mountains without oxygen, but with the altitude of Everest, he decided to play it safe.
Well, nice going. Congratulations.
Also at SeaTac today, Jim Whitaker, the first American to summit Everest.
It gives you a good idea of what the world is like, huh?
It is his deepest desire that other mountaineers share his passion for social work. Also urging all the young Sherpas living abroad to help the birthplace, AC says, "Let's end the attitude of waiting for governments and leaders to do things for us. Let's ourselves work to develop our community."